5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this a very short kick. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They started on the ground with Ekeler. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. The Buccaneers at 7-2 here on the year. And they were losers last time out, but winners is 7 of 9 prior to that.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Ekeler now between the tackles. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious. So they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Knocks this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise. To be kind, they accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you have to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Wiping his nose hot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He was brought down by Troy Anderson. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Gotta move them safeties back manually.
Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Right back to him on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and 9. Smith will come in motion right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Buccaneers 7-7. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second and 4. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back to throw again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eckler, they run left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Nineteen tight. Broncos. Warriors 17.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down at 5. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. 5. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
This is a counter play, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 15. And he's got his big tight end here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They go play action here on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage.
That boy got aggressive blocking on.
Defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly.
Them Falcons done caught they first W.
Get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Not yet.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about
This over, man.
maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Up the middle with Eckler. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
On the 6. 50 Bobcats. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes,
Like I said, this hoe over.
it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Finding Gray going across the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Danny Gray, 48 yards. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 44, Buccaneers 10. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. one up back at the 16-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They're going to look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Quick! Come back in!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 45 on second down, Jones, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.